am starting this over because I forgot I had the air blowing right on here to keep it cool. But then it's so loud you can't hear and everybody complains. So we're on the road. And I did stop and picked up a few things. So I picked up some meat. I do have the other half of that tofu, so that's enough to make it. I've got the eggs. I have Swiss cheese and turkey, make roll-ups. I can do that. Then I bought a cucumber and bell pepper. I have a squash, an Italian, one of those small squash as well. But I forgot to get the lemons, so if I make my cucumber, you know, I like to do that cucumber, that fresh, with some tomato. Woo, that was a big wind push coming through. I'll have to do it with just some olive oil and salt because I forgot the lemon. But I will live. So we did go through, you know, and got our goodies. I'm having it in my very important Buc-ee's mug because it keeps things cold for a long time. So I transferred it into here. And of course I brought my own sweetener, the monk fruit. Now when I go in to shop, I do put the cover on that front window, and I have this running on the climate control. It was at 74 all the way turned up, so the puppies are quite comfortable in here. I would never take them out and leave them in a car at 91. Oh, it's 95 degrees now. 95 degrees and go in shopping. It would fry their little puppy brains. So that's one thing when I'm traveling with my pups, I make sure that they stay comfortable. Now when I had the road trek van, I would turn on the generator so that I could run the AC and stuff when I went in shopping. And I had another external fan that I would use for them as well. You know, either that or you'd have to wait till evening time, late time, to go in and shop. But they're quite comfortable in here. So this time I don't have to rush back tomorrow for Hogalishi time. This next week, Sheila's going to be gone. She'll be up in Chicago, and so Johnny will be there. I haven't seen him in years. Now, I used to do the readings with Johnny and them, and then they started doing readings with Linda G, and then I didn't hear another word from them. So what's going on with that? I don't know. But I had sent Johnny a nice picture that I had done, a painting. I sent him a painting for his new place when he moved in. Yep. So we'll see. You know, I like Johnny. I like all of them, so I don't know what went on with that. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it, stress about it, you know. We have those side winds going. every once in a while you get by where some of these mountains and that wind just really comes over out of the blue. But anyway, we'll see. I don't know if I will have a signal out there this evening or not. So if I'm not on this evening, you know I don't have a signal. Don't worry about it. We're fine. I'm going out over to where there's some BLM land. And there's like a, I think kind of like a little ghost town there. But it's not open today. It's closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so we'll see. Maybe tomorrow morning I might go and kind of look around a little bit. But yeah, I just opened the app that's got BLM land, forest land, and BLM lands located on it. So someplace I've never been before. I like going to new places. And it's supposed to be a little cooler there than it is here. It's supposed to be, I think, in the 80s now, although it doesn't really matter to me because I've got the climate control. So no matter what it is, we're good. I want to get to a place where it's like in the 70s and then they have, you know, shade so that I can open up the back and open up the side windows, get a breeze in here, and yeah. So that would be nice, something different. That was asking me about the Prius, let me know if you get yours set up or if there's anything else you want to ask about it. I don't know which Prius you have, so you know, I can't really say a lot because I don't know which one you have. But you can look online for other people that have Priuses, and they have it, you know, they show how they have theirs set up. So just look online for Prius. You know, those living in the Priuses and stuff. Now the smaller Priuses, you won't be able to put that, you know, regular toilet like I have in it. Unless you took out your front seat and you did something like that, then you'd have maybe room to do it. And I don't know how tall you are, so can't advise on that. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention when I was doing my Prius thing, one thing I love is having the sunroof that if I go to change clothes, I can stand up, open the sunroof and pop my head out and be able to change clothing standing up. So that's a big plus as well. Having a sunroof does have its, you know, good points. And then at night, if I'm in a place that's dark, you know, in the middle of the night, I'll open up my roof, I'll open up the sunroof here, and I can see the stars and stuff, which I really like to do that too if I'm in a place where it's dark. because I'm just about to the border patrol thing here. And when I go through that, you know what happens? We have the Barkathon going back here. This is the time that you don't like to drive the really high top vehicles when you have these side winds coming at you. Crazy. So anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. Just wanted to let people know we're out and about. And again, if you don't see me online tonight or tomorrow morning, whatever, that I'm in a spot where there is no signal. And that's the one thing about BLM lands. A lot of times you don't have a signal out there. So I don't want people to freak out because I'm online all the time. I'm always, but there may be, a few times where I'm not online, and so I just wanted people to know, don't freak out. I'm in a spot where I've got no signal. And I refuse to get Starlink. I refuse to get anything and give that, the ketamine kid any more money to fuel his drug habit. Just not going to do it. Not going to do it.